Sometimes I wonder, do I need to stop waiting for that circle thing to stop spinning before okay, it says we're live now. Let me go ahead and get to it. Really quick, y'all, or at least I'm going to try to make it quick. I was asked point blank and a deserved question. Hey, Zoe, what's up with your sci-fi sword invention? And I donated to it. Did I just waste my money? Very fair question, and I definitely want to update and apologize, and apologies if necessary, to anybody who has donated and has not seen the fruits of this invention that I had put out there. So you guys may know that I'm talking about my sci-fi sword that I started a campaign for like years ago. The sci-fi sword. Let me just say it works, right? It works. Have I rendered a product of it? No, I haven't. Hate to bust out with excuses, y'all, but you might have noticed that my content is greatly suppressed. So even trying to promote it, to raise funds for it, to do, is just a full-on uphill battle. A lot of people don't even know that I've been trying to do this. I haven't given up on it. I'm still trying to do it. But trying to raise funds for it, to do it, is, my content is blocked, y'all, to try to raise the funds for it. So between that, trying to raise the funds for it, and other obstacles like trying to connect with a developer to do it. One of the big reservations that I have is that pretty much every developer that I've tried to connect with to do it keeps trying to push me to having it manufactured in China. I don't want it manufactured in China. Man, if I could be able to pull this off and hook up some Americans with some jobs, that's what I want to do. All right, but every developer I run into wants me to have it manufactured in China, and I don't want to do that. Aside from that, y'all, and when trying to get it done, I run into people who keep either just wanting to push me in another direction. It's like, look, I already have something that works, right? And they keep trying to make it go in another direction. It's like, you don't have to do that. I don't understand why we have to do that. Or things like, when they'll tell me because of the physics that they understand about it. I'm telling you guys, trying to get this thing made, it seriously is. It's like I've been trying to ask somebody to build me a time machine. I'm serious, man. It's a nutty, ridiculously arduous process to get this thing made. But y'all, it's like, I'm serious. It's like I could say, look, man, to do this, you don't need a low torque motor for it. And they'll insist, no, you have to have a low torque motor. I'm like, no, I don't want a low torque motor for this. I need the high RPMs. Trust me, for this, it's gonna take high RPMs. And it's like, and they'll just fight with me on it. I'm like, okay, we can't get this done. Or even with springs, getting the springs made. I'm like, look, it doesn't take that many coils. You don't have to have that. Just to move 4 ounces, all I need to do is move 4 ounces and be able to sustain 4 ounces with this compression spring. I don't need that many coils to do it. And it's like, nope. According to this, and they have their, spring formula and all their, unless you totally speak the nomenclature, y'all, you just gonna go around in circles with them because they have an idea. And I've gone through like 4 or 5 different spring companies with this. They have an idea or a formula of how this is supposed to work. And I'm like, no, I get it. For your formula, that's how it works. But for my application, and the reason why I'm asking for a custom spring is because I need the spring to do this. No. It's like, I know, it's like, look, let me see the spring. Let me see the spring. Okay, you're saying that the spring has to have this many coils in it, okay? I can guarantee you that it doesn't need that many coils. I'll take that spring, cut it, stretch it out to right here. It's like, this is what I need the spring to be, okay? Same length, half the coils. I know that you can make this and temper it to where it'll stay in place. And they'll say no. So you run into this, it's like, dude, there are people who make stuff to put a man on the moon. And you mean to tell me that you can't make this spring? It's stuff like that, y'all, going around in circles with people like this for years. And when you're able to, and when you finally get to where you think that they probably can do it, they'll start on a project. You don't hear from them for months. right? And then when you finally get the product, it's totally wrong. I'm like, I thought we understood that I only needed a spring that could move about 4 ounces. This spring is as strong as a bed spring, right? Stuff like that, man. This is the stuff that goes down. So, and when I'm able to, and and aside from if I don't connect with somebody who's trying to push to have this thing made in China, some people will be like, yeah, man, I've got what you need. What you need? You need printers. You need some machining done and stuff like that. Yeah, I got you, man. Let's get it. And then I don't hear back from these people. I probably stumbled across maybe 2-3 people, and one of the reasons why it takes so long is because I don't want to pressure anybody. Somebody says they want to help me with it, and then it's like, okay, yeah, man, I got a patent for this stuff and like that, so sign the NDA and all that good stuff, and then and they'll say, yeah, man, okay, I got you, man. We're gonna do this, and then they don't get back to me. Month goes by, 2 months, 3 months, year goes by. I'll check in when people say, maybe a couple of weeks go by. Hey, how's it coming with this? Oh, I haven't been able to get to it. I'll get back to you. Maybe check back in about, close to 2 months. Like I said, I know they're busy. I know they're doing me a favor and stuff like that, but just check back in. What's up with it? I said, this, things happen and whatnot, and I'll get back to you, right? 2 months, 6 months, a year goes by. And this happens. Like I wait for these people to get back to me. It takes like a year, right? And that's the stuff that just keeps going on with this project, y'all. I'm serious. It's the strangest thing. You connect with somebody, and then all of a sudden they disappear. So it's between that, or when you do connect with a developer, be like, okay, yeah, I think I'm going to need to redesign this. It's like, well, you don't really need to redesign it. And plus that, when they tell you that they're going to redesign it, you don't know how long it's going to take. They could take. It's like it'd be a month. It could be 2 months, but they want you to be paying for this monthly. They want you. They put themselves on the clock, and you don't know how long it's going to take for them to do this. And y'all, with all due respect, I have not raised enough money to be able to pay for a developer to charge me like $1,200 a month at least to work on it indefinitely. So it's things like that, y'all. That's why. And what's discouraging, y'all, is because the thing is not that hard to make. I walked into some stores and I put this thing together. I made a prototype that works. It works. Of course, it just won't stand up to market because it's a very crude prototype. But what I've done is that I've proven that the mechanics of it does work. That sword that Star Wars fans have been waiting on since 1977, I made one. It works. Okay, now, of course, not the kind where you can like saw through like metal and stuff like that, but in terms of like the mechanics that mimics the movie, auto extension, retraction, you don't have to push the blade back in or have this thing that looks like a big glow rod or something like that. No, it works just like you see in the movie. It auto extends, push of a button, it auto retracts, push of a button. I made one. All right, it works. So, but finding a person, right? Finding a person who's got this in-house, who has a printer, who can do some machining, like make springs, do some circuit work and stuff like that. Being able to hook up a sound card, a motion sound card that responds to that can respond with light effects and sound. That's all we need. That's all it is. I don't have the facility to be able to do that. Right? But like I said, I was able to go in stores and put like a crude prototype together, so I know it can be done. Right? I've done it. And so for anybody who contributed to it and it's taken so long, y'all, I truly am sorry. This ain't me trying to like, matter of fact, I ain't even asking for money right now. Right? I'm not asking for that. If anything, I'm asking for prayers because I want to get this done. This is way long overdue, y'all. I've been wanting to get this done for a long time. And I'm just looking for somebody who says, this is what I'm going to do, and flip and do it. Now I know things have slowed down a lot because, the COVID issue and whatnot. And, of course, this is by design, people trying to slow everything down, wreck the economy and all that sort of stuff. I get it. But what was the excuses before that, though? Just running into people who just keep me hanging over and over again, keep me hanging. It's like, why? And for me, this ain't me trying to like have some GoFundMe or crowdfunder thing just so I can raise, some money for whatever. Y'all, the real money is me getting this thing made. I want to get this thing made. All right, why? Because it's a cool invention. Even myself, I've been waiting on one of these things. Well, I made one. I got tired of waiting for one, and I made one. But now I need to be able to make it to where it's ready for market, right? I need to get that alpha model, and I want to do it here, in the U.S. I don't want to outsource it. There's no reason to outsource it. All right, we could do it here. That's where as far as I'm concerned, if I may be so bold and with all humility, I'm sitting on top of a gold mine. Okay, I'm sitting on top of a gold mine. I ain't trying to rip anybody off for a GoFundMe campaign. The gold mine is in getting it made, not trying to raise the money for it, getting it made. And I'm trying to connect. It's like, it's weird because, like, man, am I in the twilight zone? I know that there is a huge, huge, huge market for this. Okay, a huge market for it, and it seems like there's. Am I the only? When you have people who could actually probably get it made? You want to pass this up, really? Right? Or it's like you see these people who do see that there's money to be made off it, but they want to make money off the front end and are just either too greedy or just lack enough vision to see that they'll make money off the back end. And it's like, look, man, this thing it'll work. So and of course, there's people out there who don't want it to work because they know that if I'm able to get this thing off the ground and it makes the money that it's supposed to make, there's gonna be some people that who are gonna have some serious competition, like social media and stuff like that. They don't want that to happen. So any rate, y'all, I've created one, and I'm just trying to find somebody, who's got an all-in-one shop. I know it ain't that hard. There are people out there who do exist. I've run into them. I've made it, but like I said, when I connect with them, they try to take it in a totally different direction that it doesn't need to go. It's like, man, we don't need to go there with that. It works just like this. All I need you to do is just customize the pieces to where they fit, with stability. All right. The prototype that I have, it's not stable. Okay. Because these parts don't fit. They're not custom fit together. This is stuff like, I'm going in and grabbing like some PVC pipes and stuff like that from Home Depot and going to like, Fry's Electronics and, pulling some stuff together. And then, it used to be, man, you could go into like a spring shop. They don't even have like showcase spring shops in here anymore. You can go to a spring shop and be like, and sample some springs. Now springs, you got to go there and you have to have them custom made. Other than that, like here in like Southern California, I don't know of any place where you can just walk in and they've got like a show floor of like all sorts of springs that you can sample and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know where that is in Southern California anymore. And I've looked, maybe my looking skills kind of suck and I just don't see any, but that's what's up. But at any rate, y'all, I'm still trying to do it. I haven't given up on it. I'm still at it, just trying to connect with somebody who's got, who can do some machining, do some, some printing. There's people who have this stuff, man. I'm just trying to connect with the person who says, yeah, man, I get what you're trying to do. Let's do it. Let's do it right. Let's get it done. I haven't come across that person, and believe me, I'm looking. All right. So anyway, y'all, thank you guys so much for those who believe in it, understand what it is that I'm trying to do. My apologies that it's taken so long. I don't want anybody to lose their confidence and think that I'm just ripping them off. Like I said, the money isn't getting it made. I want to get the thing made, not trying to pinch money off of people or anything like that. I want to get the product made. All right. So blessings, y'all. Thank you so much for a moment of your time. And that's my update on the Sci-Fi Sword. Hope you'll keep it in prayer that I can get it done soon.